Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are diving into a brand new AI model that's really making waves in the industry. It's called GLM 4.5, and it's being talked about as a major open source challenger to the big tech giants. So, what does it actually take to compete at that level? Let's get into it.
The AI race is moving at an absolutely incredible pace. And for the longest time, it's been dominated by just a few huge proprietary models from the names we all know. We're talking OpenAI, Anthropic, Google. They're super powerful for sure, but getting access can be tricky. So it brings up this huge question. Is there actually any room for a new challenger to come in, especially one that's open source?
Because the game itself is changing. We're starting to move past just building really clever chatbots. The real goal now, kind of the next frontier, is to create what are called general problem solvers. I mean, just imagine an AI that has human-like cognitive skills, one that can actually tackle complex, real-world problems, not just spit out text about them. So how do you even measure if an AI is a true generalist? Well, researchers have kind of zeroed in on something they call the ARC challenge. Now, this isn't just one test. Think of it more as a framework for spotting the critical, interconnected skills that a truly versatile AI has to master. ARC, this is the new holy trinity, the benchmark for these modern AIs. It stands for Agentic, Reasoning, and Coding. And if a model can nail all three of these, well, it's not just a language model anymore. It's a potential problem-solving powerhouse. So let's break down what each of these really means.
First up, A is for agentic. And this is a huge one. It's the ability for the AI to actually do stuff. It can use tools, it can browse the web, it can work with software, basically execute tasks out in the real world. It's the difference between an AI that can tell you how to book a flight and one that just goes ahead and books the flight for you. See the difference? It's massive. Next, we've got R for reasoning. This is all about deep, complex thinking. Can the model actually figure out multi-step problems in really tough areas like advanced math or scientific research? It's not just about knowing facts. It's about being able to plan, to deduce, and to solve hard problems. And finally, C stands for coding. Now, this is way beyond just writing a little Hello World script. We are talking about the power to understand really complex software, to find and fix bugs in actual programs, and to help build the tools that we rely on every single day. And this is what brings us right back to our main event, a brand new model from Zhipu AI and Tsinghua University called GLM 4.5. It was pretty much built from the ground up to conquer this ARC challenge and give the world a powerful open source alternative. And you don't have to take my word for it. The creators themselves pointed out the exact problem they were trying to fix. In their paper, they said, and I quote, "A single, powerful, open-source model that excels across all three areas has remained elusive." That's the gap they're shooting for. So how'd they pull it off? Well, instead of just going for bigger, 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 their whole philosophy was to build it smarter. GLM 4.5 uses this really clever design called a mixture of experts architecture, or MOE for short. The easiest way to think about it is like having a whole team of specialists inside the model. And for any given task, it only calls up the experts it actually needs, which makes it unbelievably efficient. So let's peek behind the curtain at the secret sauce. I mean, how do you even train an AI to be a world-class generalist? Well, the process is kind of like training an Olympic athlete. You start with a broad, general foundation, then you build up specialized skills, and finally, you polish it all to an expert level. It all happens in three really clear stages. First is the general foundation. The model basically goes to school learning from a staggering 15 trillion tokens of general data. Then comes skill boosting. This is where it specializes, training on another 7 trillion tokens that are all about complex code and tough reasoning problems. And finally, there's expert polishing, where they use these really advanced techniques to sharpen its skills to a razor's edge. All right, so it's got a smart design, it's got this hardcore training regimen, but how does it actually perform when the rubber meets the road? This is the moment of truth. Let's see how it stacks up against the giants, a real David versus Goliath showdown. And wow, the results are, well, they're stunning. looking across 12 different benchmarks that cover all those ARC skills. GLM 4.5 grabs an incredible third place overall. I mean, it is right there, standing shoulder to shoulder with the absolute titans from OpenAI and Anthropic. For an open source model, that is a spectacular result. But this is where it gets even more interesting. If we zoom in on just that agentic score, the model's ability to actually do things, GLM 4.5 jumps up to the number 2 spot. The only thing ahead of it is OpenAI's latest. This is proof that it's not just a thinker, it's a powerful, practical doer. Okay, now here's the part that really blows my mind. You'd think that to get this kind of performance, you'd need a monster of a model, right? Well, just look at these numbers. Other competitors are enormous. We're talking over 1 trillion parameters for one, almost 700 billion for another. But GLM 4.5? It gets that top 3 ranking with just 355 billion parameters. That's a fraction of the size. It is punching so far above its weight class, delivering elite performance with radical efficiency. So we've got this super efficient, open source model that can go toe-to-toe with the best in the world. What does that actually mean for all of us? For the future of AI? This is where everything really comes together.
Let's just boil it all down. Why is GLM 4.5 such a huge deal? 1, it's a true generalist. It proved it can excel across agentic, reasoning, and coding. 2, it is radically efficient, getting top-tier results without needing to be enormous. And 3, and this might be the most important point of all, it's open to everyone. This puts a state-of-the-art tool directly into the hands of developers and researchers all over the world, which could just light a fire under innovation for the entire field.
And that kind of leaves us with one last really fascinating question to chew on. We are entering an era where AI can not only think, but it can do. So, when these powerful tools, these powerful agents become available to everyone, what happens next?